Good morning. I wanted to do this video now because knowing me later, I will be so damn lazy to do it. And I actually wanted to get 2 videos out the way this beautiful, cold, foggy day. It's foggy and miserable looking outside. It would be a great day to write a horror book or something, you know? Trying to wake up my vibes. I feel like The Walking Dead. I have this huge cup of coffee. It's not doing nothing for me. I also got a cup of Sunny Delight going. I actually like Sunny Delight. I know it's like artificial orange juice, but it actually soothes my stomach in the morning. It's weird. Trying to burn this Palo Santo too, man. I'm gonna get on the topic in a second. Let me just burn this so I can clear the air. Literally. Today I wanted to talk about ego and confidence and the difference and the characteristics that come with either or, so you know the difference, so you know which one you're actually leaning towards. And the reason that I like to speak on specific topics or behaviors or emotions and stuff is because I feel like if you're going into a spiritual path or trying to truly find your potential and your true being, it also comes with being able to control what's in the mind, what you're feeling, your moods, knowing you have control of all of that. Because if you don't have control of it, how do you expect to grow in this path or to find your true self? You know what I mean? With questions and all of that also comes doubts. So a lot of times, it's not good to doubt yourself, especially when you're trying to help heal other people. Okay? So with ego and confidence, doubt has a lot to do with the lack of confidence. And confidence is healthy when it comes to this path because we work a lot with manifesting. Okay? We work a lot with manifesting, summoning, invoking, banishing. These are all energy work. Okay? And if we didn't have confidence in our own energy that we were vibrating and projecting out to the universe, how do we expect to get those positive confidence results in the universe when we want that answer back or that blessing or whatever it is that we're doing? You know what I mean? So what I mean is, like, with ego, there's other emotions and behaviors that come behind ego, and there's behaviors and emotions that go behind confidence. You can tell the difference when someone is being egotistical and when someone is being confident. Okay? A lot of people in today's society confuse the two. When someone is feeling themselves and they feel beautiful and they feel, like they're ready to conquer the world, a lot of people mistake that for ego. But in all reality, it's confidence. Ego comes with other behaviors. For example, when someone is egotistical, a lot of times they crave power, okay? They crave being the alpha in charge all the damn time. A lot of times that's ego. They think they are above people and they have the right to tell people what to do or things like that. A lot of times it's a boss, like a CEO mentality that a lot of egotistical people have, okay? Another characteristic or behavior that egotistical people have is, I'm not going to lie, they are intelligent people. They tend to be very good at business. They just like to get shit done. A lot of times they're also perfectionists. If shit ain't the way they want it to be done, there's an issue. That tends to be egotistical as well, okay? They basically don't allow mistakes. They want it to be always on the way they see it. Very visionary people, but so is confident people. There are similarities to the two. That's why there's a fine line between the two. And that's why we have to pay attention and be careful when it comes to other people and which one they're being. And also when it comes to ourselves. Because there are a lot of times that we come off egotistical. In all reality, we're just trying to be confident. Or the other way around, where we think we're being confident, but in all reality, we're being egotistical. So another behavior that comes with egotistical people is they tend to a lot of times be narcissists as well, or at least have the traits of a narcissist. You know, where they can never be wrong. They're stubborn. They're hard-headed. They just think there's something special about them more than there is a lot about other people. They don't see the equality a lot of the times, or a lot of times they're full of themselves. They come up with this story about their past so that they look good. It's more about like trying to look better than society or fit into society in a way. So it's kind of the sheep mentality, egotistical. That's why a lot of spiritualists try to get rid of their ego. But at the same time, I feel like ego is slightly needed in that mixture of your growth. Because, okay, like I said, egotistical people tend to be very smart a lot of the times. They're self-driven. They are stubborn and hard-headed, things like that. But that can also be parts of confidence in a way. So like I said, ego and confidence have similarities, but they also have differences in the characteristics. Confidence's characteristics are usually they never really like titles. Like, for example, when someone calls you a priestess, you're like, or, you know, you're into a Wiccan or pagan or whatever. A lot of times we don't like titles. We don't see ourselves. We're confident, but we don't see ourselves in a title where we feel like we're higher than other people. We actually see ourselves even with people, and we try to always inspire or teach a lesson to people, if it makes sense, okay? Confident people also know what they're capable of doing. They fully trust themselves. They fully know themselves inside and out. Nobody knows you more than yourself. Come on. People can say they know you all they want, but they don't realize maybe you used to like the color red, now you like the color green. Okay? It happens. So nobody knows you more than yourself. So with confidence, you know that if you get angry, you're going to black out and it's going to be a dangerous scene. So you try to avoid that. You know what I mean? You know yourself. And you know that, okay, these are my boundaries. This is what you can't cross. This is what you can cross. And at the same time, with confidence, you just love yourself. There's nothing wrong with loving yourself. Nowadays, in today's society, if you love yourself, you're conceited. Okay? Don't fall into that whole net trap of you're supposed to hate yourself and wish to be someone else on a magazine or something. Like, totally ignore that bullshit. But that's what confidence is. It's loving yourself. It's accepting yourself for what you are. Being blunt and 100 with yourself. Being honest with yourself. How many of you people know people who lie and they believe their lies so much that they literally are living the lie? Like, with confidence and all of that, it's deeper than how people in society make it out to be. Like, oh, she's confident. That's awesome. Like, it's a big deal to be confident, especially when you are working with metaphysics, magic, spirituality, energy, quantum, astrology, whatever it is that's universal. You need to have confidence. Once you learn the secret of the universe and the laws of attraction and the manifesting and all of that, there is a confidence that gets boosted because you're seeing what you're desiring becoming a reality in the physical plane. And then you start to question, am I a creator? Of course you are, because you're using the laws of attraction. So then you start to question the whole aspect of God, and if God is real, if we can create ourselves, what do we have a intelligent being creating or thinking our whole life that something else creates it for us when we're doing it? That boosts your confidence. When you do your spell, your first spell, and it works, that boosts your confidence. When people tell you you changed their life or you saved their life or you did something beneficial to their life, that boosts your confidence. Okay, regardless of the fact, us getting feedback or testimonies or whatever it is that we're doing and people telling us how they feel about us, is a good thing. It feeds the soul. It soothes the soul. Okay. I feel like, yes, a lot of times we have to charge for service and things like that so we can survive and eat. Because if we don't, then we'll look like, bones. But when someone says, thanks to you, I changed my life, or thanks to you, you saved my life. I wanted to kill myself and I saw your video and, it made me think. And that's a freaking payment for the soul. I feel like it helps your soul boost confidence. It also boosts your ability. It boosts your power. It boosts everything. It's like a paycheck to the soul, if that makes sense. Okay. And confidence can be boosted anyway. You can even do it yourself. You don't need people to validate how awesome you are or what you're capable of or anything. A lot of times I always tell people, do affirmations in the mirror. Look in your own eyes. Get lost for a second and speak directly in your eyes on how amazing you are, how you are limitless, how you are made of stardust, how your soul is immortal, how you have power and you create and you can destroy and you're gonna, be positive. You can do this and speak to yourself and your soul will respond that message. Okay? It will. Confidence, characteristics that also come with confidence is people who are confident within themselves tend to always desire to help other people show their potential or things like that. Like, oh, you think I'm amazing? Let's unleash your amazingness. Let's make you feel the same way about yourself. It's kind of like an emotion needed in order to ascend, I feel like. I'm not saying that we can't have depression and still be in this growth. Depression comes with waves. A lot of people don't realize that. Okay? When people say, I suffer with depression, it's not every day that they're sad. It's not every day that they want to kill themselves. They have good days and bad days, just like everybody else. Okay? And that tends to be with frequency shifts. So, frequency shifts are like heartbeat monitors. You know how you see the squigs? That's energy. Okay? And when it's high, a lot of times we feel motivated. We feel like we're inspired. We're in a mood to create. We just feel ourselves, we're feeling ourselves, which is not bad. Okay. And then it drops. And when it drops, that's when you get drained. You either get a headache. You start to question certain things. You're confused about a decision you made. You start to think about your past or things you regret, stuff like that. Energy manipulates shit. Okay. If you want to believe it or not, it truly does. And the problem with that is that if you were to combine how the planetary alignments and universe and shit affects your body and how to work with it or cope with it or change it, a lot of times that alone is boosting confidence as well. Because every time something works the way you want it to work, you're like, yes, I got this. I killed this. I slayed it. You know what I mean? So it's the same with all of life. You're not only confident in your magic, you get confident in your love life. You get confident being a parent. You get confident with, you know what? I want to do this. I'm going to do this. And I don't care what nobody says. And that confidence, a lot of times, is threatening to people. You're going to start to notice the difference. When you're egotistical, okay? A lot of times with egotistical people too, they tend to be a little ignorant. You'll hear them talk about certain things and it's that way, the way they believe, and no other way can, even if it makes sense and it's obviously there, it still has to be their way, in a way. So with them, they tend to like to argue back and forth. Egotistical people also love to intimidate. That's what I mean by the power. They like to make you feel like you are smaller than them and that you should have some type of fear or intimidation of them. Okay? With confidence, it's not about intimidation. It's about making someone feel like, well, I love myself. Let me teach you how to love yourself. And you love them while you're teaching them how to love themselves. You're actually telling them their assets, their best characteristics, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are. You're helping them see what they are blinded by. Okay? Because a lot of people, this is going to be a perfect example. How many people do you see that are beautiful, but they think they're ugly? It's the same thing with confidence and ego and all of this stuff too. A lot of times, people, we need that confidence to grow, especially in this path. We do. Because if we don't, chaos is everywhere all the time. And then we feel like nothing works, and then we hate life, and then we start to question the universe, and then we're like, the universe is here to harm us, not be here with us, and which is complete bull. Because like I said, even our challenges are blessings in disguise. You've lost people and have been brokenhearted from it, but look at you now, completely over it, right? And if you're not over it because it just happened, you will be over it. And then you'll realize this happened because now you're learning this person's really this way with now a new person. And you're like, thank God I didn't stay with that person. You know what I mean? So a lot of things are a blessing in disguise. And when you have confidence, you start to realize that. And when you realize that, you manifest. And when you manifest, more confidence comes. And your confidence spreads. It's contagious. When you're confident in yourself, people want to be confident within themselves also. They want to know how it is to fully accept themselves. Screw the opinions of others. Do what you please. Do what soothes the soul. Learn to just be the authentic you. Everybody wants to do that. Everybody wants to be set free from that handcuffs, those invisible handcuffs we have in this 3D plane. They want to be set free from everybody saying, no, this is the way, buy this, go get vaccinated, go drink fluoride, go have GMO food. They want to get away from it. You notice now vegan's the new trend. Organic's the new trend. Yoga's the new trend. So everybody's trying to find their path. And with confidence, when you have confidence in yourself, you're more determined and eager to help another person find it as well so that they can feel that feeling you're having. Because it's magic. When you are fully knowing what you are and what you're able to do and what you're, like, how you're able to make a difference in the world for the better, confidence is like the tablecloth on top of the table that you serve your dinner on to protect your table, right? Same thing with confidence. So it's pretty amazing when you have that confidence. And we don't have it all the time. There's times, like I said, where the energy goes low, that we're like, how come I'm not where I want to be already? Or we start to have those frustrating thoughts where we know we should be somewhere or do something already. And we're so limited. But we have to remember that we're all limited till we die because we're in a 3D physical plane. You know, I can't fly or levitate or anything like that. I wish, but my soul can. So we got to remember that we're limited. We are here on a mission, but they had to, of course, put a little spin to it. Here you go. You got a mission, but I'm taking your powers because you got to be a human being. You know what I mean? Once you unleash that soul and expose those powers slowly come out too. They start to come out into your reality, your physical plane. You know, when you do, for example, a healing spell and all of a sudden your tumor's gone, or if you do a money spell, now you have a mysterious check in the mail. Like, this is boosting a lot in your manifesting, your confidence, your power. The more you work on yourself, the more you accept yourself, the more you have self-love, the more confidence is there. And you always want to help other people get there too. With ego, it's not about helping other people get there. It's about being on the top of the pyramid. Okay? Thinking that, you know how many people right now in the spiritual family have ego? Some people think they're Jesus. Some people think they're Lucifer. Some people think they're this reincarnated. But they don't have their facts. They don't even know the story of those beings. They just feel or think they are. Well, if you're Jesus, well then, prove it, show it, do the work he did then. But in all reality, we know the truth. We know that those type of energies that have already roamed Earth are not roaming Earth again. Okay? They're not. We have new star seeds and indigos and all of this coming into the earth in a human body to wake people up to the damn truth. Okay? And I'm going to be honest, we're all going to get there. We're all going to get to that point where the truth's going to smack us in the face. But right now, I feel like to open those doors and realize You live in a corrupted ass world, okay? And all of this stuff, you have to work on you first. You can't be weak energy, weak-minded, weak emotionally, or anything and find out these truths, because it will make you go mentally insane. You know how many of us either checked into a psych ward or somebody wanted to admit us to a psych ward because of all the shit we unleashed? A lot. So to me right now, this is step one. Learning to be confident, learning to fully accept yourself, learning to be yourself during any type of situation or crowd of person, learning to not care about another's opinion about you, because an opinion is not a fact, okay? And just learning to basically live life the best way you can, always upgrading yourself, okay? That's confidence. You're always trying to better yourself because you know you can never really get there. It's always growing, never ending. And that's confidence. With ego, they think they're there already. That's the difference between confidence and ego, okay? Know that confidence is the spark to create the magic. If there's no confidence in your work, in your spiritual life, in your love life, nothing, don't expect good results, because you already are putting that down. You're putting that mindset. All right, well, this ain't going to work, because that's what you're doing. So with that being said, always speak positive to yourself, because that's a conversation with the universe. When you're speaking to yourself or your mind is speaking to you, that's a conversation with your divine. That's a conversation with the creator, the universe. Pay attention to that, okay? And I promise you, if you learn to work with it, it gets louder. And the louder it gets, the more you're going to naturally just be good at what you're supposed to do. You don't even have to try. You don't. Because you have a connection. You're now speaking with the main source. So that sprinkles some confidence, self-love, acceptance, honesty within yourself also, because too many people lie to themselves. Too many people think that there's something important, and then behind closed doors, you know, they think they're bullshit, they're a piece of shit, they question their magic, they question their identity, they question life. No, that's not confidence. Confidence is feeling it and knowing it. And nobody can change that, because that's what you know. But at the same time, you respect others' opinions about it. You can respect somebody's opinion and not marinate it into your body. You can. You know how many opinions, try to be destructive to your growth, to your path? Many opinions try to ruin that. We've all been called crazy at least once in our life. So if you let it affect you, it will stop you. That's all I'm saying. You can act like your shit don't stink, but you gotta act like other people's shit don't stink either. That's what I'm saying. It's not always about you. The world doesn't revolve around you. With ego, it does. Oh, it's me, 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 me. Why me? Why me? Not me, you, me. It's always me. With confidence, it's we. Let's do this together. We can do this. You can do this. I can do this. We can do this together. So know the difference between ego and confidence. But I'm going to tell you right now, that line between them two is so thin, you could floss your teeth with it. Okay? So be careful. Pay attention. Pay attention to yourself, your behavior, your moods, all of this, how you speak to people. Because lately, yeah, we can be expressive, but you still have to express it in a way where you're not kicking someone spiritually in the nuts. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Remember that, okay? Because also, how you say things can also represent confidence or ego. So, like I said, they're tricky, and they can sometimes switch up on you, or maybe sometimes entwine a little. Just remember, you are better. You are not better than no one. You guys are all the same. You're all electric balls, maybe different colors and shit. That's it. Okay? So you ain't better than nobody. I ain't better than nobody. Nobody's better than nobody. Okay? One cow ain't better than the rest of the cows. One duck ain't better than the rest of the ducks. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's the same with the humans. Okay? That's just how it is. So know the difference between ego and confidence. And just be awesome. Because, like I said, confidence is self-love. They entwine together. Okay? They do. Like a braid, like a French braid in the hair. Confidence, self-acceptance, and self-love. Which is kind of the same, but just work on yourself. Focus on yourself. Don't let nobody else's opinions or accusations or whatever the hell you're dealing with. Okay? Because like I said, all of our story is unique. Don't let it affect what you're doing. People and things are going to try and get in the way of your focus. We all want to be on that 5D Christ consciousness, walking like Jesus, floating on the, earth, spreading healing and love. And some of us have a different purpose. Some of us are just to wake people up to truth, no matter how much it hurts. It all is in a different direction, but it's the same purpose. It's just different flavoring. You know what I mean? And we just have to keep bettering ourselves and loving ourselves, because the way society is working, they want us to hate ourselves. Okay? They want you to fix your boobs. They want you to fix your teeth. They want you to fix your face. They want you to buy this, go bankrupt for this, get a loan for this, and then we own you for 7 to 10 years. And don't do it. Don't do it. Do the opposite of what society's telling you to do. I promise, you're going to find yourself there. And it's waiting like this. Oh, you finally came to find me. That's what your soul's going to say. So do the opposite of what society's telling you to do. And I promise you, every healthy emotion you're supposed to feel as a human being will be there also waiting, surrounding your soul, waiting for you to find it. Find yourself. Find yourself. Be confident in yourself. If your spells are not working, it's because you're beating yourself up so much, or you have that doubt. Don't doubt it. You have to fully believe in magic to see magic. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you fully believe in it, you'll see it, or you'll feel it. Some people can't see it, they'll feel it. But what I'm trying to say is confidence is very, very important in growth. In growth in all aspects of life. Okay? You need confidence at work. You need confidence in your relationship. You need confidence as a parent. You need confidence, as an aunt, as a grandmother, as a principal of a school, a doctor, a lawyer, whatever your job is, you need confidence. It's the same thing in your spiritual path as well. Okay? So, I love you guys. Stay awesome. I'm going to try and do a video later. It all depends. But, yeah. Stay confident, stay woke, stay awesome, vibrate high. And don't let nobody or these vibes affect you in a low vibe or in a bad way and at all today, okay? Wear your crystals, ground today. Ground, ground, ground. Please. Even for 30 seconds. Just put your hands in dirt or on a tree or something. Do it for me. I promise. Just unleash that negativity. Build up that confidence. Nobody could do it better than Gaia. I'm telling you that right now. So do that, and I promise you're going to feel good. Your day's going to go great. And have that confidence for today. Because today's Transformational Tuesday also. So there is changes coming for a lot of you. It could be anything. Job, position, whatever. Take that and embrace that. Be grateful today, too. Very, very important. Be grateful today. You woke up, you got work, you're healthy, you're breathing, you drinking coffee if you want to, you drinking water if you want to. We do got freedoms, even though we bitch we don't. We still got little freedoms that we could be grateful for. Like if I don't want coffee and I want tea, I'm gonna have tea. So be grateful for those little things today too, because that's also part of your manifesting. And like I said, when you're manifesting going well, so is your confidence. All right? I love y'all. Stay woke.